Thank you so much, and very good afternoon, good evening, and good morning for, so if someone have joined from, let's say, from the New York. What I'll do, I'll take you through the basic structure of the session and the live trades, what we are doing, and then we will discuss how we are going to take you forward with the, what are the assets we were looking in today and what we can do in terms of the New York opening. You might have already been there yesterday live session. We have got our 2% target hit on our prop account. Basically, if you go to the dashboard, you can see that yesterday's trade, we will break down why we entered what we have entered. We have already hit our 2% target and it's just another 6 more days left for us in order to achieve the 10% target and request for the payout. And we just begun our session day before yesterday. In the first live session, you'll be able to see all the details which we have discussed with respect to what is E2T prop and how you can get an instant capital, and how you can proceed further with signing up for a mini CEO opportunity, how you can become a partner with us. And if you are there in our community, you might have already seen the morning missives which I have posted with respect to all the 7 8 assets which we were looking into. Also, the important factor is yesterday we had a view on USD CAD. The live trade hit the target. Already we had closed this position somewhere close to 1.39342. At the same time, we had a good run on gold. Basically, we started or initiated this position right after 3143, and followed by we have got our second entry at 3184, and followed by we have got our third entry yesterday, which is around 3236. That's what we have placed in our uh, you know instant capital 10K, the global program account. You can see that we have hit all the trades which we have taken: euro JPY, USD CAD, USD JPY, and the XAUUSD. Four trades as per the plan. We have hit we have kept $25 risk on each trade, and we have achieved a 2% on it. So this is the recap of whatever we have discussed with respect to what is the plan we have achieved on the date. If I mention, let me just give myself an access so that we can update it here. $25 is our risk and $75 is our target. But with respect to yesterday's trade alone, we have hit 1 is to somewhere close to, I would say, 6 or 7, 1 is to 7 trade we have hit. We entered at 1428 and we exited at 15.5, which is just half an hour in this trade alone. So we can run 1 is to 8 as well within E2T prop account. So coming back from the conclusion, whatever we have discussed, let me know how you guys are doing. Yash, I'm good. Yash, thank you so much for asking. Let me know your likes, comments, and in the comment section, so that any questions, anything, if any new members are there, could you please type down which part of the world you guys are joining the live session today, so that we can take things forward from there. Yash, is my audio is perfect? Can you guys hear me? Those who are in the webinar, I'm really sorry, we have updated completely to the YouTube live, so that you guys can join to the YouTube live as well. So that's where I was explaining the complete details. Make sure you guys follow the link and join to the YouTube live. Yeah, I have some question answer. I'm new here. Can I get free funded account? Okay, there are few questions which I've received. I'm completely new here. It's an anonymous, attendee. So if you are completely new, what you can do, basically, you can sign up to the free 50K trial and make sure you guys are able to, uh, you know, okay. So there is this one more session is going on. To Okay, I'll just post the link so that you guys can get the 50K free trial. To Even you guys can see the same registration, in the link and description. I'm just posting the same link one more time for your reference. Thank you, Yash. Yeah. So this is the registration link. Once you register to the platform, it will take you through the same platform what I'm in here. Once you register to the platform, what you guys can do, you won't have this trading window enabled. So you can start with new instant funded account and then proceed further with the get free trial, and you can start it for free. You don't have to pay anything. Explore this platform, and when you're ready, you guys can ping me on my WhatsApp, or you can drop an email to, when you start with an instant capital, you will get an email. You can revert back to the team and say that you are ready to proceed it further with the instant capital or a global employment program, or whichever the account you want to purchase it and get through it. So what is the beauty of E2T prop account? Basically, before we dive deep into the analysis part, I'll explain quickly on how you can trade with E2T, what is the benefit you have, and as a trader, if you are a long term aspirant, then I would suggest you should go with the global employment program. So basically, when you go to our website, you'll be able to see that you have all the plans, right? So all the way from $1,000 account to 100K capital you can start off with. And when you're on a 10K capital, let's imagine we are on a 10K capital. When we trade for the 10K capital, these are the things which we need to make sure that we are aware of it, right? Guys, those who are watching in live, could you please comment if you're able to hear me? Yes, no, in the comment section. I can hear only from Yash. Others, can I have responses, please? Ramkumar, Hafnan Hashim, Mohammad Ilyas. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. I think we have other people as well. No worries. So, the first and foremost thing which we are going to discuss is basically how to get an instant capital, right? So, if we go to our website, which I'll share the link if you want. Let me take the. Yeah, I've just posted the website link for your reference. Once you click on the website link, you will be taken to the home page. You get funded instantly, trade global markets, and return up to 90% of your profits. First thing, right? We can trade with simulated capital. There is no evaluation phases. You can directly get funded accounts. You don't have to pass through any challenge phases. And then, um, yeah, send the link. Why chat is disabled? Maximum drawdown and daily drawdown. Amit Bindari, yes, we are going to discuss all the maximum drawdowns and the daily drawdown limits. Don't worry about it. I'll come to that. So once you click on this, you can see each account has, you know, different styles up to 1K, 2.5K, and 5K. From 5K to all the way up to 100K, you don't have different rules. You have the same set of rules. and you can start with any of this account. Let's say for example, if you are on this 10k plan, which I am on, and which we have achieved the target, right? Yesterday, as we discussed, we have hit our 2% target on yesterday, which is on our live trade with our journey. So if you are on a 10k account, basically, sorry, this is what I was sharing, this is what the trades which we did yesterday. So say for example, if you are on a 10k account, what happens, you don't have to invest your 10k capital. You can purchase it for $300 earlier, but there is a 50% discount is going on. You don't have to pay $300 now. You can get it for $150 for a $10,000 account, right? Once you get the $10,000 account, you have to hit a 10% target on it in order to request for the payout, right? Once you hit the 10% target, by maintaining these rules, you should never ever risk more than 5% of your capital. You should never ever risk more than 2% of your account on any given day. Yes, you can trade weekends, you can take leverage. You will get paid. Earlier it was around 80%, now we have updated from 7th of May to 90%. Earlier it was around 300s. From 7th of May we have updated the pricing from 150. So what is the another beauty from E2T prop, apart from getting an instant capital? Once you get the account, once you pass the 10 percentage, you not only get 90% of your profit, which is $900, but you will be scaled up from the period 1 to period 2, right? So you get your 90% payout. At the same time, you will be moved from the level 1 to level 2, which is the period 1 to period 2. Once you hit 20 10% on the 20k plan, what is going to happen? Say for example, when you're on at 20k, you should have paid $300, but here you're not paying any single penny because you have already earned your free account from the 10k. But here, when you hit the 10% target, you will get $1,800 plus. You can move from 20k to 40k, then 40k to 60k, then 60k to 80k, and all the way up to a 100k in capital and beyond a $1 million account. So we are looking for long-term traders who can trade with us. We do provide all kind of supports in based on say for example, morning missives, morning Zoom meetings, and trading psychology sessions. Yes, now in the in-house the trading psychology sessions are happening, but at the same time, you guys can also, is there any sign up issues to the trial account? No, we don't have any sign up issues. Let me take you through the portal. Okay, what is the question, sir? How to pass first stage? Can you please help on the lot size and money management? Yes. We are going to discuss about the money management and the risk management tool which I'm using for myself. You can take it or you can build it from there. Those who are on the webinar, please do join to the YouTube live so that it will be much more easy for you to see the screen as well. Okay. Hafan, is there any sign up issue to get the trial account? No, there is no sign up issue. So once you click on the link which I have posted, is there an issue? What is the error you are getting, brother? Hafan? So you will be taken to the registration page. I'm just logging out. When you sign up, you have to give your name, details, and everything. Once you have your account, then you can click on login. Cycles of the moon, open range breakout, ICT, fundamental. It goes on forever, and traders can stay in that cycle. So we have our trading psychologist who's taking our session. You might hear his sound as well. So let's go back to our analysis part. If you don't have any questions with respect to whatever we discussed, Mohammad Ilyas, what's your question? which trading strategy will use. You can use anything and everything, Muhammad Ilyas. You can use uh, any strategy. If you are asking what I use, I basically follow two things: liquidity and the imbalances, and anything and everything available with respect to strategies I would use for my confluences. So coming back to you know Hafan's question, Yash. So basically, if you are on a 10K account, what you have to do is follow. This is the plan which I have created for myself. So none of them, as you might have seen, are Instagram updates and YouTube podcast for explaining how to, you know, get a good systematic approach towards any funded account, not rather than E2T, any funded account. So this is the way to approach it. Say, for example, let's assume your risk maximum is 2%. Then you need to divide into 50 percentage to make it as a 1% risk, so that you don't have any problem with the emotional imbalances and revenge trading, over trading. Nothing gonna affect you. Then you need to divide that 1% into 4. So if you are a person who's taking 4 trades, if you just take one trade in a day, then you can risk 1% in any given trade and target for 2%. But here what I'm doing is I'm risking myself only quarter of a percentage, which is basically $25 on a $10,000 account, right? And I'm going to give it a 4 trades in a day. Usually I do London opening 2 and the New York opening 2. Now since we are doing the live trading as well, I'll be focusing only on the New York opening trading sessions, right? So I'm going to place 4 trades today, which already we have already placed yesterday. So my trades will be late in the New York PM sessions today. But when I place 4 trades, it doesn't mean that I have to place 4 trades. The maximum trades what I'm going to do is 4. Okay. And the win ratio which I'm focusing is, it might be 1:1, it might be 1:2, it might be 1:3 and above 1:3. But ideally I'll be focusing on a trade which has a potential of 1:3, right? So what is going to happen if I lose 4 trades today? I lose only 1% of my capital, right? What will happen if I lose another 4%, 4 trades tomorrow? Another one more percentage. So I have 4 good days to prove at least at near to 19 trades which I can take, right? So even if I take 19 trades, I'm going to lose only, let's say, yeah, the count is 17. So if I take 19 continuous trade on a 10K, this is going to hit 20 counts, is going to hit 5%, right? The overall loss. But still I have a probability to win. What is the my probability by risking 19 trades? My probability is getting 1500, which is not required because this is 15%. So I should have at least 30 to 60% of my win ratio in order to win this entire challenge. Is this clear, everyone? Muhammad Ilyas, yes, we do have collaborations as a mini CEO opportunity so that you can become our partner. So please do join to the community we have, which I'm maintaining for as a free community that doesn't have to do anything with your updates, but I do update everything and anything and everything there. So please join to the free community. You will find my number over there. Then please ping me on my number so that I'll help you further with all the details. There is a batch which we are starting for the affiliate programs or those who want to collaborate with us this Monday. So make sure you join to the program and update everything there. This is the WhatsApp community we have. I'll just post right after. I haven't posted, right? I'll post right after this session. Don't worry. Let me post it right away. So I'll just post it in the community. Risk management. Okay, I'll post it right end of the session, because I those who are joining late on the community, I don't have to post it twice. So end of the session, I'll post it on the our community, this Excel file as well. So don't worry. It has, it doesn't has only risk management. This is a trading constitution which I have built for myself to read it every single day. I'm a successful and disciplined and courageous trader committed to this financial freedom. So this is something you can also make a note of. I also have the FFC 2.0 update, which what are the trades we are going to take it, what is the reason behind it, what is the weekly bias we have on it, what is the daily view on it, what is the 4 hours trading range which has been identified, what is the trend, are we taking a counter trend trade, or are we taking a trend trade, what is the probability of the trend which we are going to do. This is basically the journal which we have. On this journal, what you can do, you can also make a copy. I have created a separate column here. Make a copy of this journal, you can use it for your reference, right? Any questions, any doubts? I'm a new user. When I try to register, it says failed registered user. So insert register. Hafan, you might have been already used this platform with respect to your email ID. You might have already registered. Try with a different email ID if you want, so that you can register completely as a new trader. Right after this webinar, I'll check what are the key points. Yeah, I'll just keep updating you with respect to your username and password. Just ping me on my WhatsApp, so that I'll keep updating it there from there. Yeah. Done. Okay. How many have read the morning missive? It's a long one, right? We do update the strategies, what we are going to discuss, and anyone have read from the community? Is there anyone live? Because that's what we are going to look for today's New York Open. Okay. Gold, we have updated that. I'm just keeping this as a no trading zone, because I'm just taking out all the levels. This will make you much more better for you to understand it. On a weekly zone, we have seen that we have violated from this order block which has created. Why we have violated? We had a good imbalance within this range, and market have tapped into that imbalance, back into that imbalance which we anticipated when it was trading around 3400 levels. If I keep it on daily, you can see that we have a clear push and rejecting from this order block. This even we can't consider this as an order block. But if the market is able to sustain towards this level 3345 today, and right after taking this liquidity, we might have a reversal, or right after this entry. So those who have already booked their profits, what I think in terms of a probability, market might push towards upside, but I'm not keen into taking any positions with respect to now, because as I said earlier, on a weekly time frame, you can see that this weekly POI have been perfectly respected. With respect to daily, we had a good support and push towards upside. On a 4 hours, we had this push. Also, in between that push, within this internal structure break, we had a good imbalance in between. With respect to that imbalance, market have retested again. It has tried to push towards upside, and while pushing upside, it has created a balanced price range at this zone. When I take on a 15 minutes, you'll understand this is the balanced price range with respect to this London high and the Asia fall which has happened on 19th May. And yesterday when we were discussing on the live session, it was crossed this, and we were expecting market to come back to this level. But you know, when I was looking before the New York opening around 2 o'clock, as I already said, I'll be trading right after the next 4 hour candle opens. So basically I'll wait for the next 4 hour candle opens within next 1 hour, and then based on my analysis which I have posted on the daily, which one is working in my favor, which train I am on the right track. If my views are wrong, then not going to focus on that particular asset for the particular day. If my views are right, then I'm going to focus on the New York session, which is uh, in 1.5 hour from now. And next 4 hour candles will manipulate towards the opposite side first, and then push towards it direction. If it is happening in that way, I'll be taking position. So yesterday I was waiting after the 4 hour candle, right after the 4 hour opening happened, it just pushed a little bit. And this liquidity, the closure was on a 15 minutes, not even below that than this the. So I have, right after that 15 minutes candle, I was waiting for a confirmation. I took my entry from here and you know captured up to 328489 levels. So this is what happened with gold. If you want to discuss about the gold, and we are keeping it no trading zone for today. And even if we get a great opportunity, if the market is pushing towards 100 points upside, I'm not keen into looking into the gold price action today. Okay, coming back to UK 100, which we have discussed about, we do have a target of you know 8929 8919 zones. So this target, still market is pushing towards upside. We don't have any entry, good entry over there as well. When it comes to BTC, we yesterday also we discussed that within this zone, this is my no trading zone basically. So 103,867, 107,460 is the no trading zone, because this is the zone most of the you know uh, weak players, or those who are riding from the low. I'm not saying a positional trader, those who are initiating a complete new position from now. If you are someone who have taken an entry from 78k levels and rided all the way up to this zone, which is somewhere close to 9600, and then you have booked your profit and still the market is going up, and still you think that I need to enter into this position, what I will do in this scenario, I'll wait for some more time, so that the weak players have been taken out. So now we have a consistent 3 days push followed by a sell off on a daily. We have had a good internal break have been happened, because after right after this push, earlier we discussed that today morning, even I have discussed that if market is not able to sustain or come back below 107,330, we might not even get a pullback, but that got violated. It We can see that on a 15 minutes the internal structure have been broken out. And if we get a balanced price range within the 15 minutes, we have this bullish imbalance with respect to this, the sell side fair value gap. So I call this as a balanced price range, or inversed FEG, or you can call it whichever the name. So if we get in a good opportunity, which is, this is the daily candle basically. So if we get in a good opportunity above the opening of the day to short, then I'll be keen into entering this position with a small risk. I cannot take a good risk on this trade, because this is a counter trend trade basically on BTC. So the trend which I'm expecting is all-time high, the new all-time high, but this is a counter trend trade. So I will not take right after the market is hitting at 106 and keep a stop loss. So most people, what they do initially, so if this is my trade, what I do, I'll plot my entry and I'll target this low, which is right below this liquidity, and even I'll plot the stop loss as this. But what most of the people will do is they'll take the entry right after we get this point. and then they'll start seeing, okay, it has to come back and come back and come back. You should never ever catch a falling knife. Consider this is a falling knife, or coming something coming at you. You don't take an entry right away here. What do you do? What I do basically, I'm not suggesting you to do the same thing. What I do, and I uh, try doing it for yourself, because this will improve your trading. I'll wait for the market to come back and hit the zone, and then see how the price action is happening with respect to the lower time frame. Say, for example, when I say lower time frame, I'm going to, uh, you know, share something else. I'm sharing the entire screen. Yeah. So let's say, let's go back to the volume profile with respect to CME footprint. And if I go back to the 15 minutes, yeah, look at this cell, which this is the zone we were discussing, right? This is the zone which most of the, so here it has everything in it. So basically all the trading strategy system, those who were asking me what kind of a trader you are, if you look at volume profile, it is there. If you look at moving average, it is there. If you look at ICT concept, it is there. If you look at smart money, it is there. If you look at basic simple trend line support and resistance, it is there. If you look at I think through as a trader. So if I am a trend trader, should I take an entry here, or will I get in a pullback at this point and take an entry here? So this one, I always use it for my confluences. Are you seeing the screen which I'm sharing? Yeah, I hope yes. Are you able to see the same screen? Could you please comment down on the chat so that yes, no. Yes, thank you. So when I said that on a 1 minute charts, we can see that a clear indication of orders have been placed with respect to this particular zone. Also, we can see that this is what I was explaining, right? If you look at this level, you know, without seeing at this chart, we discussed that in the zone, yes, there is a good sell orders, sir. Institutional orders are available. So when I go back to this, oh my god, we haven't switched on our music even today. Let me put that so that it gives some. Okay, so we have this. So this is what we were discussing as well, right? So here already we can see that there are institutional orders are there. So right before New York opens, or the next 4 hour candle, any candles to form and any opportunity to be given for that institutional traders will be looking to short it, or the orders will get placed from this zone. So then I'll be taking that zone as a validation point, risking $25 risk on the trade, and then focusing on 1:2 or a 1:3. Right? That's the logic, or the trade which I'm looking for today's session. It can happen in the New York, or it can happen in the New York PM as well. Any questions, any doubts? Is this helpful? Am I sharing something which is not even relevant? Just explain the funded account and go from there. So I just, Ramkumar, is this did you say it, is this helpful or not? Yeah, we have a lot of viewers, but I can see only few likes from the viewers as well. Make sure if it is helpful, do like, share this live with a lot of people so that we'll be able to get good for everyone, and having the goal of educate to trade the entire India. And let's do that and make sure that we are providing value to each and everyone across the globe as well. Yeah, there is a chat. Yeah, the WhatsApp chat update, I have posted it here. Right, let's go back to the next set. So we were looking at USD CAD, which I've already done, Euro JPY. Yeah, so last 2 days we discussed this balanced price range have to be played multiple times before making any next direction. When it comes to Euro JPY, you can see that we market have been consolidating from the zone on a 4 hours, and it got a manipulation within. This is the external structure, and if I look at the internal structure, and we can see that a clear liquidity sweep right after this 163,289. Those who have kept stop loss above this, market would have taken them and then pushed, dumped it all the way up, right? So this particular move which has happened, if the market is able to close, let's say when I say this, please, have a look at your charts as well. If the market is able to close below 162.666, this particular candle, which is another 44 minutes, it's gonna happen, right? If they're able to do, then we have a good probability here to enter from here to short from this point and keep just a tiny stop loss and target the external liquidity which we were discussing. And remember, you should always consider the same logic. You can do a fixed fraction position sizing. Basically, what is fixed fraction position sizing? Anyone? Any idea? Can I get a class from that guy in the background? Happy, no worries, no worries. I'll make sure that you get a session from Enzo. Enzo is our trading psychologist. We will make sure that um, tomorrow at 3:30 GMT we do have sessions. One second, hold on. Yeah, I think I'll keep you posted when Enzo is taking the next session. You guys can join to that. This way it's good and helpful. Thank you, Prabhagar. I hope we are getting some value. So this is what I would do in order to take a position in the Euro JPY. In USD CAD, which we have posted, it has already hit our targets of internal liquidity. I'll be not looking this trade today because it will keep me blindsided with respect to having this bias. I don't want to get into this trade again. I'm looking for Nasdaq today. Let's go back. Yeah, nothing has happened. We said that on our first live, we discussed that with this particular zone is going to take some time, which is basically 21053. And what's the value? If I take on a daily time frame, yeah, 21573 gonna take some more time, and we okay. So here What's the logic? A simple logic if you apply on a daily basis. Most of the people will start looking to buy and keep their stop losses below right after this, right? And it could go something like this, and then most of the people will keep their stop losses right above this base high. It could come back, or it could play around like this, and a good manipulation can happen within the zone, and then it can move its direction. When I say a good manipulation, you can also observe a similar pattern in the, you know, Bitcoin as well. Yes, it has created a internal liquidities, and on a day it had taken out all the weak players. And similarly, it has created an external liquidity here. Most of the people would have kept their stop losses. It will take eventually. So for me, what I'm looking at here is basically, if I get this opportunity in both BTC, and we can also consider this same view applies for the Nasdaq. If we get in a smart, SMP, which is the divergence smart money tool, which we use for the divergence, even I'll go for, let's say, this is something happening in BTC. If I look at Nasdaq, it have already taken this liquidity and falling down. But when it comes to BTC, yes, the similar pattern is found. So we can see that in the next 4-hour candle, which is opening, if the market is able to push towards upside and, balance this price action, this zone is particularly 107,435 and 106,962, then what we can do, initiate a position right when the market is, coming back to this level, and keep a stop loss here, right? So what is your key strength? And I know there are a couple of people who have started right away into trading. I know there are experienced people, those who start with E2T prop, those who start with any sort of instant capital. You can see that what is the investment, which has already said 50% already applied to the platform. These are the rules you need to follow in order to get a payout, right? So basically, we are looking to give you all sort of support. We are also looking for a long-term, relationship with E2T, because we are looking for traders who can consistently win. I'm going to explain you the global employment opportunity which we have. Excuse me. So when you are on a 10K, you have to pass 5 consecutive stages of each basis. Let's say when you're on a 10K, you should pass that, get your payout. We can support you with the payout, and then move ahead with the 20K capital. Again, we can support you with $1,800, which is on the 20K. Again, you can move up to, 40K in capital. You don't have to pay anything all these journeys, because you are a consistent trader who is taking trades accordingly, and you can hit a 3,600 in payout. At the same time, you can scale up to 60K. Like this, you need to have 5 consecutive stages, and from there you need to, make sure that you are getting a 12-month contract with us for a full-time position and the profit split as well, right? So this is what all about the global employment program as well. So those who have any questions, any doubts related to that, please do let me know. If not, we will move ahead with the other assets which we were looking in the morning session, morning missives today. Yeah, we said something about the DXY as well, right? Look at the beauty of this imbalance which got worked out with respect to, creating a structure, and even a internal break of structure. And we said that this is the 50% which we were expecting today. This is the fifth tool which I use. Basically, what I do, I take the entire range, and then put that range in the fib levels. You can also mark 71,786.886 as my point of interest, and the 50 percentage of the structure have been already broke. We are just waiting to hit this below this liquidity. Most of the people would have kept their stop loss. At the same time, we have a important zone here. I'm just marking the this is the POI, weekly POI, which I'm looking into, and I'm keen in understanding if the DXY takes control from here. We could see all the, oh my god, this is what I was sharing, by the way. If the DXY is taking control from this weekly POI, we could see a good sell-off from the XAUUSD right after this target is missed. This creates another round for the weekly POIs of around 3056 and 3090 levels. Yeah, Ramkumar, if you have already a 50K demo account, then what you have to do is you can start with any instant funded account based on your capital. In order to start with a 10K account, you just have to pay $150. Click on get this account. Sorry. So if you go to your platform, you can click on start new instant funded account. Select instead of $150, you will see the 10K account, and you'll see the setup fee as well. You'll see all the rules and what is the profit split which you have, which is 90%. Get this 10K. You can either do bank transfer. When you want to do bank transfer, agree to the terms and conditions and proceed further. There are two options. Either you can send an email to payment@e2t.com for the payment link, or you could do the UPI payment of 150 to this particular number and the UPI ID. We'll make sure that you are getting your account active within, 2 to 48 hours. It won't take more than 2 to 48 hours, but we will, please allow us, if there is any UPI glitch, it will take maximum 48 hours to get the settlement. You can also do, sorry guys, crypto. When you want to do crypto, you just have to agree to the terms and conditions and proceed it further. You will have all the wallet IDs mentioned. Let's say, for example, if you want to pay through Solana, the wallet ID is already added. Make sure when you accept it, you are paying this one within the time provided there itself, which is basically 59.50 seconds now. Also make sure you're sending the exact value in it, which is 0.14725,136. You type down the exact numbers in it so that the accounts get activated within a fraction of a second itself. It automatically gets activated, right? So this is how, Ram Kumar, you can start with an instant capital right away. Okay, let's come back to Bank Nifty. What's Bank Nifty is doing? Anyone who trades on Bank Nifty? Any Bank Nifty traders here? So as I said earlier, you guys can also trade in Bank Nifty with E2T Pro. Now the market is closed, so we won't be able to see, uh, actual trades. But when the market is opening, you can also trade Nifty Bank. And if you are looking, this is what we have shared with respect to our positional bias of the trades which I am interested in. Okay, so Last 14, we discussed that from this zone, market might come back to this 53,325, and it is still trading within this particular zone itself with respect to Bank Nifty. So tomorrow, when the market is opening, if the market is not able to sustain above 55,330 for tomorrow, which is the you know high which is created yesterday, right? The yesterday's high, if it is not able to sustain, when I say sustain, we have a good imbalance between this particular small zone. So I want you to make note of this particular similar zone which we might get targeted for, right? Let me see if we have something on the volume profile, so it will be much more easy for you. It's a quite interesting one. I'll share the screen. I quit Indian stocks. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I can see from the footprint. See, we have a good sell orders in this range. At the same time, we have a good trend. You know, those who are trading trend, you know that there are only two things, right? When you're trading on a trend, breakout and a fake out. It had the breakout towards downside, and we have a good set of order blocks here, and we have even a bullish breaker block here. So with respect to breaker block, we have good set of orders aligned with respect to 55, 20 and 55,000. And if this is a fake out which has happened, I'll be completely wrong tomorrow, because when when we are here and if the market is able to push beyond this level, then I'll just reassess the view, because I don't want to get into the same short view. Then I'll reassess the view. But as long as if any sort of a candle is not closing, I'll be looking at 1 hour, if or even 15 minutes is more than enough. If a candle is not closing above this zone, if it is closing, then if it is not you know pushing downside below the zone, then I'll reassess this entire view and change the positional bias towards Bank Nifty. Right? So the last thing yet to discuss. Yeah. So nothing much on Forex Factory as far as today is concerned. There is just an CPI data which got released, which is positive for the GBP. At the same time, we were discussing. Sorry, guys, I was sharing this. So we were discussing like those who are in the UK and sending money to India can expect GBP INR to climb up to 120 as per our research analysts. So if you want to have a look at it, you can have a look around it, and you can plan your money transfers accordingly. And last but not least, let's say USDINR, which is like after this, a long journey. If you remember, if you might have watched my live earlier, this is the breakout which we had, and market have pushed beyond this level. It was targeted 88, which we were expecting earlier. And if you just Look at the move which we had from the earlier live. I still remember when we were discussing the live session last year. Yeah, somebody from our many CEOs have asked some question. One second, guys. All right. So yes, so we have to see some more, clarification with respect to DXY, what is happening, and based on that, we will take a direction and move or a decision in the USDINR as well. So that's it for today from my end. Those who are starting with a 10K account along with us, I'll keep posting you in the community. If I'm making some entries, I'll also keep posting with the updates if I have any change with respect to the views whichever we had. Those who are completely new, make sure that you guys are using the 50K free trial with respect to account. Go to the instant capital, use the 50K free trial, and when you're ready, you can start with an instant capital, right? Those who want to start with global employment program, think through the scale up plan from 10K to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60 and 80 and all the way up to $1 million. And if you think that from a trader perspective, you are risking $150 to gain a $900. That's the 1:6 trade you have on this instant capital account. So that's it from my end. Let's see if some interesting moves are happening. If not, yeah. So when we discussed from this zone, if you remember, last hour we discussed when it was trading. Yes, 15 minutes we left up from BTC and we are still waiting. So all the very best, guys. Thank you so much for joining into today's live session and gaining some valuable knowledge, I guess. Rohit, gold. Yes, Rohit. Gold, we discussed that. No, yeah, gold also have some moves, isn't it? Right after this target. So just have a correlation with respect to DXY. The zone is what I'm expecting on DXY to bounce it back on the weekly POI. But with respect to gold, if you read the morning missive which I have posted, I don't have any sort of confidence to hold it beyond 3303 because 3303 is a great level which you might see this particular zone which we had rejected from. So if I take an imbalance within this range and go for 15 minutes, see, right after the target have got hit, it is trading within this range. So within this range, so look at the beauty of the price action. Within this imbalance, this is not a POI, this is an imbalance, I would say. Yeah. Within this imbalance, market is not able to, sorry, market is not able to gain any momentum here, right? So we should see a consolidation followed by a manipulation and then a distribution towards either side of the curve. So I'm not completely keen into looking into the market today. What I'll do, I'll be looking into it if any sort of movements which we get below the zone, which is 3284, then I'll be keen into looking into any sort of an opportunity to either go with the direction or place a counter trend. but within 3284 and 3320, I'm just considering as no trade zone for me. That's it, Rohit. So those who want to get update with the mini CEO onboarding process, those who want to work as a uh, affiliate and mini CEO with us, please make sure can collaborate accounts are there. Yes, Affirm, failed to register user. Yes, we have discussed everything. So please make sure that you guys are joining into the WhatsApp community, which I posted earlier. I'll just repost it and make sure that um, you guys are joining into the onboarding group, because Monday we are starting as a batch, so that it will be much more easy for us to manage each and every one. You will have a basic support from us. At the same time, you will be also provided with all kind of support in terms of the commissions as well. It's a performance based bonus activity. You can closely earn more than a $2,000 in a quarter. So that's how we have planned it. So $2,000, if you want to earn on beyond $2,000, there is no cap in it. There is no upside cap or upside potential. And thank you, Prabhagar. It's good and helpful. Yeah. So those who want to join and get the more detail, once we fill in with 30 people and those who are updated with their name, details, and everything, then we will proceed it further with explaining you the complete detail. Yeah. So thank you so much and all the very best. Wish you nothing less than success ahead, proceeding further with your trading journey and with your E2T prop instant capital. Let's grow together. Make sure tomorrow when you join to the live session at the same time, which is 12:30 p.m. GMT, 5 p.m. IST, and morning 9 to 10 in the New York as well. If you're joining across the globe, make sure you guys are able to help one more good trader who will get benefited from all these sessions for the New York. Okay, take care, guys.